Hi, my name is Zach Bell, Executive Chef, Café Boulud, Palm Beach. Today we're going to make slow roasted king salmon with spring pea ragout. Allez va! To start, we're going to have a little piece of the king salmon we get from our grocer, cut in about 6-ounce portions. Peas, fresh peas, cipollini onions, some wild mushrooms, that's nice. These are fresh morels. We use a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of fresh carrot, mustard sauce. We're going to use whole grain mustard, Dijon mustard, a little white wine, and then a little cream and some stock. A little bit of onion and fennel, a couple lemons, and we're going to have a little horseradish. We're going to start with our onions. Just very thinly slice them. We're going to take a piece of fennel, do the same thing. Just very thinly sliced lemon, rind and everything. And then we'll get a couple pieces at a time. And that'll be what we're going to use to cook the fish in. So we're going to add our onions and our fennel to a pan. It's got a little olive oil in it. Our lemon and our thyme, a little salt and a little fresh ground pepper. And once the vegetables have wilted down for about 5 minutes, we're going to add a splash of dry white wine. And we're going to turn off the heat. Transfer this to a baking dish or cook directly in this pan. This is where we're going to put the salmon. So we're going to season the salmon, salt and pepper, both sides, and lay it right on top of the vegetables. And in the oven. Oven's at about 275 degrees. So it's going to cook real slow and gentle, probably for about 20 minutes. So to start the pea ragout, we're going to have our fresh peas, we have our cipollini onion, we have our fresh morel mushrooms, a little bit of lettuce, and our fresh carrots. So the carrots, we're going to go ahead and clean those up, peel them. We're going to cut these in the smallest pieces. They're going to go into our ragout. Our cipollini onions, we're going to cut those in quarters or sixes, depending on how big they are. So we get our onions to go in the pan, along with the carrots. So these are bigger and harder, so they'll take longer to cook. And straight away, we're going to add a little salt and pepper, so that we're seasoning along the way. And we'll add a little dab of butter. We'll add a little piece of thyme for flavor, and then a little bit of garlic. We're just going to crack the clove and throw it in whole. We're going to get some chicken or vegetable broth, put a little bit in. So these need to cook for about 10 minutes until they're semi-tender, before we add the peas and the mushrooms. We finish it with a little bit of lettuce. While those are cooking on the side, we're going to start the sauce, which is really fast. We're going to start with the shallot, getting that peeled and then diced. A little olive oil, add the shallot, just a dab of butter. We're going to test our vegetables here. Yep, they're getting nice and tender. They're about 3/4 of the way cooked. So we're going to add our peas and our mushrooms so they get all finished at the same time. So we add our mushrooms, all of our peas, add the onions, or the lettuce, I'm sorry, directly. And then we'll add a little bit more stock. We have the shallots, gently sweated. We're going to add a little Dijon mustard. We're going to add some of this whole grain mustard. Stir that around. And add a little of the white wine. Save the rest for dinner. So once we add the white wine, we want to turn the heat up a little bit and let the white wine reduce down. So this is reduced down about halfway. We're going to add a little cream. So we have some potatoes that we cooked and are ready to get passed and then crushed. Strain those. Take some of our fresh horseradish and grate it right on top of the potato. A little salt and pepper, a little bit of cream, a little bit of butter. We're going to try it with a whisk today. Make it as smooth or as chunky as you want. We have our beautiful fish, we have our pea ragout, we have our mustard sauce, we have our horseradish infused mashed potatoes. We're going to plate it. We'll add a little bit of the palm puree, make a little well, make a little bit of the ragout, fish, get it on top of the ragout. And the sauce, if you want, you can nappe. Nappe means to lightly coat. Voila. So this is our slow roasted king salmon with spring pea ragout. Make it at home, and the recipe will be online. Or of course, you can come visit us here at Café Boulud, and I'll be happy to make it for you. Hi, I'm Zach Bell, Café Boulud. I'll start over. How about that? All right. Can we answer the phone?